was on display from three-point range in that game. They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
So here's Miami's starting group. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Stoudemire out there with Dang. And it's Johnson in at the three slot.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Stoudemire dishes to Wade. Rocket 6. Wade missing again. On defense, Miami. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint. They actually changed it.
And the jam by Harden.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure.
Makes it look a little too easy.
Now here's Johnson. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that in part. You know, you wonder if that hurt. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I would have, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Stolen by Harden. And Beverly kicks to Smith. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
The drive by Wade. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
And the rejection by Stoudemire. Here's Johnson. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night. Houston leading by 4. And Beverly kicks to Smith. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that. Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat. But he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Dang again, Smith. Dang can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And it's Beverly missing. The Heat trail by 8. And the rejection by Harden.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Heat. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. Winslow comes in for Joe Johnson. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. 105 left to play here in the first. Nice shot by Smith.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout kick.
Josh McRoberts is checked in for Miami. Gerald Green comes in for Goran Dragic.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
You throw good, James Harden. And both free throws good for James Harden. The Heat trail by 13. Winslow, the pass to Whiteside. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Whiteside. Richardson dishes to Whiteside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Harden against Richardson. Harden kicks to Harden. Harden's lead pass, and he throws it down.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-handed.
Smith with the stop.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters. But if they even approximate that, watch out. Major League big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Rockets lead by 11. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Houston. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Smith at the power forward with Howard at the center. And it's Beverly in the one spot. Houston shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts for the game. And the first one drops. Dwayne Wade, he's checked in for Richardson. And so he makes both from the line. The Heat trail by 13. Winslow, the pass to Dragic. There's 3 pointers off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Smith again, Dragic. And Whiteside sends it back. One-on-one fast break. Wade dishes to Winslow. By Ariza.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Beverly. Oh, good on the triple.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Rockets leading by 15. It's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And Beverly kicks to Howard.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball. And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Wade against Harden. Here's Smith.
And you know, the new court projection visuals, all the rage in the NBA now. Instead of having to use a screen over the court, they just project video and images straight to the court. I think before long, you'll see it everywhere.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Monty Eunice is checked in for Howard. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. Daniels is checked in for James Harden. And it's Tyrion for Patrick Beverley. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Miami. Bang comes in for Winslow. Those court projections you see in the pregame, we don't even have the best angle for them. We're so good.
Yeah, nice work for those sitting a little higher up on those, or those watching TV. It's about putting on a show at the end of the day, entertaining fans.
Some nice passing there by Houston. Another miss by Houston. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running them.
And so here is Houston. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And the Heat call time here. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Terrence Jones is checked in for Josh Smith. And then for Miami, Gerald Green, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. Miami shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And he can't hit the second. Houston leading by 14. McDaniels gets to Monty Eunice. And stolen by Richardson. Feeds it to Stoudemire. And it's Dang at the elbow. Back to Stoudemire. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Jones. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed.
5 on the clock. Wade for 3. Can't get it to go. The Rockets go the other way with it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
And some changes here for the Heat. Johnson comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Dragic in for Richardson. Here's Terry. Dragic with some nice D. The Heat trail by 16. Johnson, that's for 2. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Miami's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. For Miami, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That free throw good from Wade. So he gets them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
11 seconds left here in the second. Johnson outside. Launches a 3. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Houston on top, up by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Josh Smith in this game. I mean, he has been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And the interior defense has to get tougher here in the second half. He's making them look really bad.
Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Josh Smith in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, how about that first half? He's already scored more points than he averages on the season.
Yeah, he's on pace for a monster game. It's too bad he can't score like this every night.
On the floor for Miami, Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Johnson is out there with Dang, and it's Stoudemire in at the 5 down low. And so it's Houston with it. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Tell you what, folks.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Dragic the best today. That's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
And a look now statistically over the last month for the Rockets. First in steals, second in fast break points, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
Here's Harden. And foul call.
Bitch ass trying to do that fuck shit. That's why your bitch ass losing, bitch.
As he misses, he'll go to the line and shoot 2. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. In second, the Rockets.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Free throw good from Harden. A different look for Miami. Right side's checked in for Stoudemire. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. The Heat trailed by 18. Johnson outside. Right side a screen. Johnson goes in. And the shot no good, a bit short. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Harden with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And it's Dragic with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Winslow's checked in for Miami. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. It's an 18-point lead.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Richardson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Beverly dishes to Howard. And stolen by Whiteside. There's Winslow. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up. And you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. If they could use a few more sequences just like that.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Miami making a change here. Green's checked in. It's Harden with the drive. And now Winslow pushing it up. Oh!
Yeah.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need to spark something electric to get your teammates fired up.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I'll tell you what, it's the love to go up and jam like that.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Josh Smith really making a difference here.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
A different look for Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Dang. Johnson comes in for Winslow. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Richardson. The drive by Wade. And the pass to Stoudemire. Excellent D from Howard.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Here's Ariza. 6 on the shot clock.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And both free throws good from Whiteside. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Houston leading by 14. There's a screen. And it's Terry off the drive. Offensive rebound. But he stays with it. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. We take a look at the Cavaliers. And checking out Houston. Tied up with them. time. All sorts of time. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Johnson.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Terry kicks to Capella, and he goes in for the dunk.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
And he gets the bucket. That's now 8 points for Joe Johnson.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
There's the dish to Brewer. Shot clock at 6. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Wade drives in. Pass to Whiteside. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Goran Dragic is checked in for Green. Here's Wade. No good. Good work defensively by Terry.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And McDaniels drops them both. The Heat trail by 16. Wade for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Wade's got 5.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. I mean, I think they came out with some tired legs to start, but they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Rockets lead by 11. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. They got Brewer. Terry is up there with McDaniels. Then there's Moniunas, and it's Capella in the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Stoudemire, the pass to Dragic. Back to Stoudemire. It's stolen by Ariza. 3 on 3. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Miami on defense. 11-point game. Ariza goes in. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Dang dishes to Johnson. Back to Dang. A reverse. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. Dang's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Heat. Houston leading by 9. Harden kicks to Smith. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Wade with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Wade passes to Stoudemire. Wade dishes to Johnson. And the clock. Reverses. He lays it in.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Here's Harden. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
Timeout called the Heat.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. He's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Erik Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Dan. Heat on D. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Stolen by Harden. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Ariza with the bucket. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Here's Beverly. He feeds it to Howard. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 10 points in just the second half. And Howard, here we go. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight. The Heat trail by 12. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Smith outside. The feed out to Howard. To the middle. Here's Ariza. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Johnson. From past the arc. The Heat rebound. Then kicks to Green. It's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Harden. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
It's Dragic with the foul. That's his 5th foul.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. And my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of foul.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Josh McRoberts comes in for Lou Aldana. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Gerald Green.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Rockets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
With the win tonight, they go up 2-1 in what has become a really intense season series, giving them a slight edge with 1 game still left to play this year against the Heat.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Harden. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
You know, something that's floating around in the sports world and in the NBA is reseeding after the playoffs start. And for those of you who may not understand the situation, it's simply saying that no matter what, people would play the lower seeded team, however you get to those numbers.
Laid outside. Clock at 4. Tries to keep it alive. Stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. Smith with it. Now Stoudemire defending. And it's Smith missing. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rockets the pass to Stoudemire. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Johnson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. 20 seconds left in the game. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Now we'll go to the line for two.
Well, at this stage, you might as well have a seat and get off the floor. They've got no chance in this one.
Free throw good from Harden. Good on both. Here's Johnson. For the three. It's good.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like proof right there. 2K.
Too bad.
Day in and day out.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Very clearly so y'all can hear
in
this.
every way. I mean, all cylinders go.
So in the future,
no
y'all
questions
kids
about that.
remember
Once
this.
they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show.
Fuck up. Now, what I was saying is, from day to day, 2K will make you lose, especially if you play with the team like myself. I only play with the Rockets, as you can see in my past broadcasts. So, with that being said, stop cheesing, 2K. I play the same every game. So, these people I'm losing to, you are fucking me. That is not cool. That's not cool, man. If I'm playing the same, why change my game? I understand they have bad streaks and hot streaks and all that other shit. But a whole day, you take a whole day from me. You take a whole motherfucking day. Just because. Come on, 2K, man. That's cheese, man. I play the same every game. You know what I'm saying? So why would you just do me like that? You just want me to have a losing record. I feel you, because I only play with the Rockets. Okay, cool. I hear you. Well, y'all need to finish the teams on the Rockets so we can win. You know what I'm saying? Finish the teams. The 9-3, 9-4 Rockets, incomplete. Incomplete. You just threw together the 2008 ones. Come on, man. I'm a real Rockets fan. I'm out.